Christmas Bucky's time. Running errands on Christmas Eve. Just sending some mail, dropping off things, and maybe grabbing lunch later. But first, FedEx. Next, USPS. It's definitely a little bit of a hellhole in there. We'll see. It was full literally 10 minutes ago, and now everyone's gone. Of course, just my luck. It's a wet and dreary Christmas Eve. But am I gonna get ice cream? Yes. Maybe some ice cream treats. I should do a limited edition. Hey friends. Today I thought I would go through another one of my special refills, and this one is particularly the custom-made Spiral Ring notebook from the Let's Go on a Road Trip USA event back in 2024 November. And I actually had assembled this one purposefully for the intention to record all the fun journey and adventures that I had with the TRC team when we did that project. And I think that lasted me all the way till this section, I think, like all the way here. I was able to fill all of this with all the road trip fun activities, the places we went to. And then I figured, well, I still have some pages left. I might as well just combine it and use it for my Tokyo trip this summer. That was also a visit back to Tokyo to meet and see my colleagues again in Japan, the TRC team, plotter team, and also just having fun at the office for a little bit. So I started the trip with favorite cutouts from my favorite snack, the Tokyo banana, but the Haneda Airport Honey Bear edition. And then these are the Docomo chickens, which are such hilarious mascots. I always chuckle when I see them out like and about at like mobile stores and stuff. But I started the trip visiting the Muji Hotel, which is where I stayed for one night. I got to go to this cool retro cafe called Cafe de Luton with my friend CY. And then from there on, I shopped a lot, as you can see from the receipt, just like a whole big list of fun stationery accessories I purchased from Loft, from Ancora. And we ended up having delicious chicken skewer and desserts with CY and Job, actually, when we're back there. The next morning, I couldn't help but go and indulge in one of my favorite food, which is uni. And this place in the Tsujiki market, Unitora, is known for these cascades of uni over rice. Oh my god. It was so early in the morning, I remember, and it was on a very humid day because that's how Japan is in July. But still, the walk over there was very pleasant. My eyeglasses fogged out as soon as I walked out of the hotel, and my camera lens too, which actually scared me for a bit. But sitting in the air-conditioned restaurant eating the uni was just a great experience. My colleagues, we were able to find a cool vegan kisaten. So it's called Komeda is blank blank. And there we got really delicious Napolitan pizza, Napolitan pasta, sorry, not pizza. And then also, this is just documenting another cafe we went to with our friends. We went to a lot of kisaten, a lot of retro cafes on this trip. Because first of all, I love heading up everywhere that has melon soda. We love the food there. There's always vegan options. And the vibe of these stores too. These cafes are just so cute and comfortable and just makes you want a cafe journal. I love collaging with these fun little paper. You know, sometimes they're the MD, sometimes they're like color paper, and it allows me to sometimes doodle and draw and potentially paint, or if I slap down stickers and photos, they just look so good. This one particularly is a painting I did at one of the retro cafes called Redbon, which is actually a repurposed old school bathhouse in Tokyo. And I just love the dessert. I love the vibe, and we were cafe journaling, and I painted this on a watercolor paper I cut out for my plotter. And now, of course, I had to stick it into this book. I reused this memo sheet that has like the bathhouse element with the Mount Fuji in the pixelated vibe. It's really fun. Our former colleague took us to this really cool izakaya called Genki, and it's completely vegetarian / vegan. Actually, there are some meat options, but we mostly went for the vegetarian and vegan option. It is so delicious, including vegan okonomiyaki, these amazing mushroom appetizers, and their name cards are so eclectic and funny. This is the owner and the other store owner. They are just so fun, and we were able to collect a lot of ephemera on this trip. During our visit, we got to visit the factory, Nagareyama factory. I just love that they gave us these warning stickers they use inside the factory or for when they're packaging boxes, and it really gives up that kind of like warning industrial vibe to these pages. And it so happens that I chose this like bright neon color pages too. Just gives it that very impactful, stark, striking look. This was back in July when we visited Pensta together, which is my favorite store at Ueno, where they sell a ton of the Suica Penguin merch, and there's like an attached cafe. And by now you'll probably see on the news that they're retiring the Pensta, the penguin mascot from the JR. So it'll be sad to not be able to see it again. And of course, we had to visit Traverse Factory. And this is from the wrapping paper. We went to the one in Tokyo Station. And then, of course, we went to the flagship at Nakameguro. I hoarded the sticker for the longest time. And it finally made sense because we got to visit the factory. Throughout the rest of the week, we got to have quite a lot of delicious meals with the team, with different teams, with different groups inside the company, and so that was really fun. I documented them sort of through photos here. What is this? Oh, this is stuck together. And this is actually a few pages out of my itinerary in my plotter. And so I printed it on DP paper, and in this case, I took it out again and put it in here and decorated it. This part is where Job and I sneaked out to have this delicious parfait in a nearby dessert place. In the summer, peaches are just amazing in Japan, and so I highly recommend for people who visit Japan during the summer to definitely try their fruits. Peaches, mangoes. Oh, I had a great time on this trip. Oh, I couldn't resist. I painted it too. Look at this. So good. It's just so juicy and so sweet, and then paired with the peach sorbet and the delicious creamy soft serve, it was amazing. It was the best thing I've ever put in my mouth this year. With the TRC team, we had a really nice dinner together at one of the hip buildings of Harajuku, and there's this like what do you call it, open air garden upstairs, and we sat there and chatted for a long time. One of the lunches we got to go to is this place called We Are the Farm, and it's essentially like a self-serve buffet type thing, and a lot of local office workers all come because they could get a lot of veggies from this buffet, and there's quite a lot of delicious little bits and pieces you can put together, like a little curry rice set, or you can even grab materials to make mini tacos and stuff. It felt very healthy. It was very healthy, very delicious, especially on a trip like ours where we're all just out to eat all the rich and greasy food. So this was a refreshing meal, I think. We got to visit Potter Tokyo during its building, I guess, when it's still very bare bone and at its core. So that was one of the special experiences we got to have. And of course, I had to pair it with the Potter stickers that I got at the event. I tried writing with some different pens, and I think this one I did it with the, was it the Pentel milky color thing, matte top, I think. And at first I was worried, like, wait, the color's not showing up, and then I realized that particular pen, the color becomes more opaque and saturated as it dries, so it ended up being fine. And Joe and I, we got this delicious meat sandwich. And finally, just a few more documentation of getting to attend this company party of ours, having a good time chatting with our colleagues. Some of my team members gave us really nice notes, so we kept that. And then finally, my return to the airport, to the Haneda airport, to wait for my flight home. This is just a cute little street corner that they recreated on the second floor of the terminal. And there's just so many cute little stores to shop at, restaurants, things like that. I had a great lunch at this katsu place. This is the other time I had like a egg over rice dish. I really like Haneda, and I love that this paper has that kind of Japanese washi paper look to match that old school street zone vibe. And I wanted to kind of end this whole entry with this little illustration of watermelon, because while we were at the office visiting, they got to let us try these premium watermelon that corporate people give to each other during the summer. And so they cut it open in like that shared table, and we all went there and grabbed a slice. And it just feels very anime, slice of life, summer like, where we're all just holding on to this juicy, delicious watermelon and getting the pits like spilled all over the place. And I happen to have this really cute and cool postcard I think I got on this trip, and I thought it was the most perfect fitting theme to this whole concept. So that's how I got through most of the rest of the page of this customized spiral ring notebook. I still have a few more pages left, and I still have yet to decide what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe I'll just end up writing in it a lot about the trip. I used the last pocket to keep this little copy where we attended the company party and won the President's Award, and it comes in this cool packaging, so I use that to store it. So anyway, that's just a little quick brief walkthrough of another book of mine. I really enjoyed putting these together this year, including my Traverse notebook refills, this kind of format, you know, my take a note. Journaling and stationery is just so fun. I hope that this will inspire you guys to do the same as well. And also, I can't believe this is the 20th day of my Vlogmas. I can't believe I made it this far. I'm already running out of ideas of what to do for the next 5 days, and I'm a little worried. Running out of steam, but also the end is so close. And I know for sure I'm not gonna do this again next year. This is too much. Who came up with this idea? Horrible, horrible practice. Honestly, if you don't have good discipline or no good ideas or no time, like this is just a bad thing to do. Don't do it. Don't do it. Learn from me. Oh, the sun is out. I'm actually gonna go out and take some nice photos. Oh my God, there's a rainbow. All right, I gotta run. Bye. Oh my goodness. It's a whole arc. Cookie. Okay, Elliot, close the door so he doesn't come out. Look at that. Ah. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a great Christmas Eve gift. Look at that. Oh. Let's follow the arc.
Put that spoon away.
Our favorite place in town that opens all year round, except Thanksgiving.
Elliot, stay here. Let's take a group photo.